We got some Morphtronics shenanigans straight out of the OCG with the new dice rolling stuff. A cute little level 1 deck that I grabbed just to kind of showcase. And then some other top-heavy metagame stuff for you guys, well, as they shift on into their new format here. Like 30% of you guys have not smashed the other crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up the 100k ladder. Do you like machine duping with the possibility of gaining a whole bunch of life points? Well, that's just kind of the application and things that we're seeing the OCG do with this little mini package here. Now, they also just got some really cool stuff here where they got interaction points to be able to search this stuff. So Dice Dungeon, on activation, you can add a dimension dice from your deck to your hand, and at the start of your battle phase, you can have each player roll a 6-sided dice and then apply the result based on that. So it's some sort of attack modification effect here. And Dimension dice here, if you control a card that has an effect that requires a dice roll, tribute a monster, special summon a monster from your hand or deck that has a monster effect that requires a dice roll. So we just automatically get to beam out Telephon here. That's beautiful. I love to see it. Alright, so we have triple copies of Ash, Blossom, and Joy Spring, 1 copy of Effect Veiler, triple copies of Gadget Gamer, 2 copies of Ghost Spell. We have 1 copy of the Gizmecha Kami, the Hailbringer Hog, with triple copies of the Sunrise Signaler, triple Maxi, triple Telephon with 1 Nibiru. We have 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Croissant Designator, triple copies of Dice Dungeon with triple copies of Dimension the Dice. We have 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Machine Dupe, 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 1-for-1, 1 Small World, 1 Terraforming with 2 Imperm, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Trigate Wizard, 1 copy of Security Dragon with 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Mrs. Radiant with 1 Avermax, 1 Lingerebo with 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Griffin, 1 IP, 1 Curious Lad, 1 Hauk, 1 Asa, 1 Apo, and 1 copy of the Access Code Talker here, wrapping up our little Morphtronic dice roll shenanigans. Now, this level 1 deck I saw and I was like, oh my god, I just want to talk about this because this is the funniest stuff in the world. This is, imagine taking all of the best aspects of level 1 decks and shoving them together into a Mystic Piper box. Now, it's been a very long time since we have seen a Mystic Piper toolbox get the chance to shine here, and quite honestly, I love to see it. So we have triple Meliseek for direct infliction, we have triple Battle Fader for stopping battle, triple Naxter for extending, that's hilarious, 2 DD Crows, triple Droll Lockbird with triple Effect Veiler, triple Jester Confit with triple King of Bio, triple Mystic Piper with triple Rainbow Karibo, 2 Sage with Eyes of Blue, 2 copies of Smoked Mosquito, 1 Treeborn Frog, 2 Ghost Trick Shot, 1 1-for-1, and triple Where Arf Thou. Then we have 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Lino, with 1 Linkaribo, 1 Unicorn with 1 Geonator, 1 D-Hark with 1 Access Code, 1 F-Zero with 1 F-Zero Draco, and then we have 2 Dualahans, 2 Ghost Trick Angel and Mischief, 1 Sky Thunder, and 1 Chimera Tech Mega Flea here, wrapping up your more hilarious take. I know just including this list is absolutely freaking awesome. Next up here was a Rika list. Now, I've seen a lot of interesting Rika stuff in the OCG. If you're very familiar with the way that this looks, it's going to kind of remind you a little bit of how the Thurion decks in the TCG are kind of starting to shape up. You know, like how this deck wants to do awesome, cool plays through the Sun Avalon line, you know, and then use the Thurion stuff to capitalize. But instead here, we're using the Rika package as our backbone here to disrupt the opponent. It's quite good, actually. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 Effect Veiler with 1 Ghost Ogre, 2 copies of Lone Fire Blossom with triple Maxi. We have 2 copies of Mudan, 1 Nibiru, 1 copy of Primula. We have triple copies of Rika Petal with triple copies of Rika Snow Princess. We have 1 Snowdrop with 1 Sunseed Twin and 2 copies of the Genius Loki. We have 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Croissant Designator, 1 1-for-1, triple copies of Rika Arrival, triple copies of Rika Glamour with the 1 Sunvine Sowing. We have triple Unexpected Die, triple Imperm, and 1 copy of Rika Sheet. Down here in the extra deck, we have the 1 Sylvan Dance Piani. We have 2 copies of Sunvine Thrasher, 1 Sunvine Healer with 1 Melias, triple copies of Dryas, 1 Begalancer, 1 Jasmine, 1 Teardrop with 1 Hyperton, and then we have triple copies of Storena. Our side deck here is 2 DD Crows, 1 Pankratops with 1 Swage de Fleur, 2 Lightning Storm, one Monster Reborn with 1 talent, 2 evenly matched, 1 red reboot, triple Solemn Judgment, and 1 copy of Vanity's Emptiness here. Wrapping up your little Rika toolbox for these basic toolbox for plants. If this is anything that you're waiting on to try, give it a shot. This new stuff is really busted, by the way. Like, it really does make or break this deck. Alright, next up here is Tier Elements with the Ishizu package, or they call this Ishizu Tier Elements. Basically, your whole life purpose here is you're either going to kill your opponent by setting up a huge field, which very standard easy to do, or your life goal on the back burner is to do Exchange of the Spirit shenanigans to basically invert your opponent's deck and take away resources from them. The resource inversion on this card existing right now is beautiful. So we have triple copies of Agito, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have triple Diviner of the Herald. We have 2 ripple copies of Herald of Orange Light, triple copies of Kelbeck, triple copies of Keldo. Then we have 2 Ripple Mudora, 1 Shadal Beast. We have triple copies of Hoffens, triple copies of Myru. We have 2 Kaleido Heart, and then we have triple copies of Shaylin here. Then we have 2 Called by the Grave, triple copies of the Palaro, the Primal Parallel Ruined Realm. 1 Exchange of Sacking My Opponent, 1 Gravekeeper's Trap, 1 Matonze, and 1 Salak. And then down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Splight Elf, 1 Dehark, 1 Redoer, with the 1 Baguski, 1 Exiton Knight with 1 Zeus, 1 Abyssler, 1 Baron, 2 copies of Kiltalos, with 1 Kaleido Heart, 2 Dragostapelia, 1 Anintis, 1 Winda, then we have triple copies of Maxi, 2 Big Balls, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 DDV, 2 copies of Dimensional Barrier, 2 evenly matched, 1 Skill Drain, and 1 copy of the Tier Elements Crime here, wrapping up your more standardized mill package for this deck. And to be perfectly honest with you, once you kind of like see this deck play through, it is a really scary deck, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I cannot stress to you enough just how crazy the value is that this deck generates. Like, scary. Next up is Sky Striker. I haven't actually seen an OCG Sky Striker deck in a second, so getting a chance to kind of come back here and reference things. Things are going to hurt a lot more now that Hulk is gone for this deck. It lost its OTK machine, but you know what? We still do have linkage, and I think nonetheless it is kind of interesting to see that. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 Crows with triple Effect Veiler. We have 1 Ghost Bell with 1 Ghost Ogre, triple Maxi, triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray with 1 Rose, 1 Pot of Avarice, 2 Desires with 1 Rhoda. We have 1 Afterburners with 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Shark Cannon with 2 Widow Anchor, 1 Multi-Roll with 2 Engage. We have triple copies of Linkage, 1 Talent with triple Upstart, and they have triple Infinite Permanence and 2 Solemn Strikes. It's a very interesting tech choice of the strikes. Down here in the extract, we have 2 Zeke, triple Shizuku, 1 Kaino with 1 Kagari, triple Hayate, 1 Celine, 1 Nightmare Phoenix with 1 Dehark, 1 Hulk, and 1 Access Code. Then our side deck here is 1 Scythe, 1 Pankratops, 1 Nibiru, 1 Cosmic with 2 Droplets, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Twin Twister, 2 Sanctum, triple Dimensional Barrier, and 1 Trap Trick here, wrapping up this list. We have one last cool list for you guys here. This is actually going to be Scareclaw with the new Link 1. If you Link summon this card, the material must be in your main monster zone for the Link 1. If this card is Link summoned to the extra monster zone, you can add a Rehobia, the Wanton and Willful World of Desire, from your deck to your hand. And if you control Vice of Starfrost, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You know, just to be honest with you, in terms of like all of the Scareclaw value, I'm not surprised to see like the value in this deck is just cool as crap. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 DD Crow, 2 Effect Veiler, triple Maxi with triple Acro, triple Astra, 2 Belome, triple Reinhardt, and 1 Vice of Starfrost. And we have 2 Called by the Grave, 2 copies of the Permanent Planet, 1 Rhoda, 2 Arrival, 1 Talents with triple Crackdown, triple Icarus, triple Imperm, and 1 Splash. Down in the next deck, we have 1 Underworld Goddess, 2 Triheart, 2 Lictheart, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus with 1 IP, 1 Access Code, 1 Break Sword, 1 number 47, 1 Downer, 1 Zeus, and 1 Baron. Side deck here is 1 DD Crow, 2 Nibiru, 1 Heartbeats for the Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Mind Control, 2 Dimensional Barrier, 2 Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up your chunk of OCG Dark Profiles for you guys. So what do you guys think about these lists? Please, if you comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.